All right. Hi, this is Crystal, and I'm back for part two. And this is going to be the interesting one because, man, it's like once they were cloned out, you can tell so obviously. And I've found even more stuff since yesterday. So I guess I'm just going to go down the line because this is where I left off last time. But now I've had some anxiety today because I've had just people come out of the blue and attack me. And then YouTube, it's like, okay, I would see my subs grow by like 20 or 30, and they drop it down like 10 below what it rose to. And then it would go back up and then drop down and then up and then drop down again. It's like they keep trying to cull my channel. But that's okay because that means that I'm on the right track. Like maybe I'm presenting something that they don't want y'all to know. So that's great. Let's go. Okay. Here, this was at, I think the MTV, it was backstage. It was like a behind the scenes video for the like VMAs or something. And I'll find the link to this and then put it in the description box later. But no, here she is. Let's look. Okay. Just once again, wide shoulders, horizontal collarbones that go straight out to the edge. Look at the shoulders. Now, look at this. They got a straight up and down torso too. Look at that. That is straight and flat on both sides. This is what I meant when they're shaped like a T. They're like, it's straight across here and then it goes straight down. And if all the slap on wasn't there, then it wouldn't be, it would be going straight down. Just like would be typical. Okay, sorry, I'm having distraction. All right, long humerus bone, like I've already gone over. Just you can see the straight, like the flat, straight up and down torso. Like a female would have where their ribs end and their hips end. The hips would end and it would go in, but that's straight and flat. And they just have a large skull. This is also a clone, and it'll scare you. And I'll get to that in a little bit. This is like the same sort of thing going on. Straight and flat torso with add-on, slap-on both sides. T shaped like you could go across here like a T. Straight down, straight across. And wide shoulders. And extremely long humerus bones. They really do. And it sticks out. And in some of the later photos, I'm going to, like, you'll see it even more. Now this, okay. Okay. This is that suit. And it's like, okay. What's going on? Does this look strange to any of y'all? It looks like something is out of place right here, maybe. I'm not sure. Is it the lighting? Or is it something tucked? I mean, you would think that if it's a clone, that they could, since it's like part synthetic anyways, they could tailor this to their liking. I don't see why they would have this, but they do worship the Baphomet, so you never know. It could have the parts. Okay, I already went through that photo yesterday. That's in part one, but let's go. Okay. This is a good image of the skull here. And it's a man face. just with long hair and makeup on. Just, if you can't see it, like take your hand and cover up the hair and just look at the face. You can see some of the brow ridge here, and then the eyes are set back into the skull, and you can see that really good right there. And then this this version of Doja Cat is a clone, so there's no telling like what they did to the jaw, because we've already seen in part 1 how the jaw comes down and then it's almost 90 degrees. It's a sharp jawline, but they could tweak the jawline on one of the duplicates. All right, this is good right here. Get this out of the way. Okay. Ooh, brow ridge. And like I said, when it's a melanated person, the sloping back of the forehead is not going to be as pronounced most of the time. That's what I've noticed in my work with this. You can see the brow ridge really, really well right there. And the male gaze. And the protruding collarbones. But that male gaze right there is really strong. It's like they could stare a hole through you. And it's intense. The intensity in the eyes is different when it's a male. That looks like a duplicate of that picture. Okay. What was I seeing in this picture? Okay. It just looks like a drag show. To be honest, that's it. You can see their wide shoulders here. And flamboyant, like over the top makeup and a wig. What's over here? Can we see it good enough? Don't want to lose the image quality. Okay. T-shaped shoulders. Deeply set eyes with tons of makeup. Done in a drag sort of fashion. Big, wide mouth. And big teeth. And here, square jawline again. That's odd. The eyes look messed up too. But I digress. And there is a difference between if someone has anomalies, like how me and both my daughters do. Even Daisy does. The other night, her eyes are dark brown, where it's hard to see her pupil most of the time because her eyes are so dark, and her eyes turned light gray. And I caught a picture of it and I posted it, but it was out of focus for some reason, but you could still see. If you want to look in the community post, you could look and see, but it's just not it's not the same as what happens to this person, this entity, because they're gone. They're gone. They've been killed. Okay. Now we have a square jawline again. What's going on? It comes down and then forward, and it's boxy. It comes down at an angle and then out. And just the cheekbones and the eyes are set back. And it's just a man face with makeup. Once again, square jawline. There's where it goes up and down. They just have big features. It's just a drag face with makeup on. It starts to get worse, y'all. All right. Well, this is really demonic. And it's strange because it looks like the jawline has changed. Like this thing, this demon in here, like I said in the community post, I said this thing is a wild demon that's in here. Look how aggressive it is in the eyes. Like as far as breaking down this photo, it's like, yeah, their eyes are set back. The skull, it's a thickening of the skull at the brow area. Large mouth, but look in the eyes. That's a demon staring at you. It's gone. There's nothing there. Nothing there. And then the ears look like plastic. It gets scarier when they start smirking at you. But see the eyes? This person has dark eyes that are dark brown. They're supposed to. These eyes are dark, but they don't look like the original Doja Cat at all. But you can see what color that they are appearing at the moment. It's just, whew. I hope y'all prayed before you watch this, because this stuff could give you nightmares. Woo! Okay. All right. Well, first off, they got a stupid mask on, and they're giving them a Moon Man trophy, which is deceiver. That's what it stands for, is a deception trophy. Like, you've deceived millions of people. Collarbone sticking out and squared across, T-shaped shoulders. Their jawline looks square again, even though the earring's there, because it comes up, it's sharp, and it comes up like that. Prominent cheekbones. Huge skull in general, and set back eyes. And they tend to look demonic. But all this video here, they didn't change and put contacts on. It was a sequence of events in this video, and you'll see what I'm getting at in a little bit. Okay, just cover up the braid. Like, cover up the braid. You might not even have to, but if you can't see it, the fact that they were a transgender person, then I really couldn't help you. Because, oh, and push back hairline. Look at that hairline. It's halfway back down their head. I have not seen a female with a hairline like this. And look at the sloping back. It's like sharply sloping back. Set back eyes, huge mouth, prominent cheekbones, and the square jawline once again, and the horizontal collarbones with the T-shaped shoulders. Okay. This picture I had, because they had their hand out, and one trait of a man is that they could put their hand over their face and it would cover up like their entire face, like from the, basically, they have a pushback hairline though, but they could cover from their chin to the top of a normal hairline, and they could with that hand, because their hands are really big. And then they just have really long humerus bones as well. Okay. Starts to get creepy. Okay. This is Here we go. When they said, bitch, I'm a effing reptilian, this is, it's like, okay, bloodline people like me can have pupil anomalies. And there's been several people, some subs, some friends, people that watch my content. Once I showed, like, my daughter's video with her anomaly, and then I showed photos of mine, and Daisy showed up a couple days ago with the eyes turning gray, but it does not look like this. Look at this. Ice blue eyes. That one's slit. The teeth. Look at the teeth. This is a demon in here, okay? Y'all get it? Do y'all believe me now? That a clone is animated by a demon? Look how jagged the teeth are. This is a shapeshift right here. Jagged teeth. It's like sawtooth shaped teeth. This is crazy, okay? My eyes do not do this. So they can't just say, like, if they claim bloodline, you can't just claim bloodline. This is a demon in a flesh suit. And it's a scary one. It's just as scary as Beyonce was during the Super Bowl performance where their eyes turned black. This is scary here. Look at these teeth. Look at those teeth. Wow. And that's what they do. They take their DNA, probably right when they they sell their soul and sign their contract. Then at some point, they take a scan of their brain to get they can't really duplicate someone's consciousness like properly because it doesn't have a soul behind it. So this demon in here is just mimicking, it's impersonating the original Doja Cat. And they were not evil looking like this. Okay, y'all seen this, right? Shapeshift. Crazy, crazy. Let me see. That was that. I need a photo of the original. They'd be closer to the bottom, probably. Here's the original, okay? Their eyes look normal. They don't look like an imposterized person right there. They're very silly and over the top, but that still doesn't mean that they were cloned. Because there's a spirit behind the eyes. And when they were wearing that latex cat mask, part of the time they looked like they had the male gaze, but then part of the time they look sad. Okay. Okay, let's see. Here's a good image of, whoa. Maybe they have this clone packing. What is this? What is this here? What is this? I guess they engineered the clone with all of the parts intact, if you know what I'm saying. But look how deeply set the eyes are. The eyes look dark in this photo. And this is during one performance, okay? But they can change. Is a demon in a flesh suit like this, they can change their eye color. They can do all sorts of stuff. They can make their eyes go slit on command. But Yeah, deeply, deeply set eyes. Package downtown here. And then remember what I said last time? If you hadn't seen part one, it's that they have all this slop on silicone additions on the hips and the ass, everywhere down here. And their hand here is crotch level, obviously. And then down here is the hand. And if all the slap on stuff wasn't there, it would be flat because their hand is having to flare out because this takes up space. So their hand would be even further down there. It would be mid-thigh if they didn't have all the slap-ons. But that is not, that's anomalous right there. So they obviously were tucking. Obviously. Let's see again. It's, wow. Go on stage like this. You go on stage like this. I don't know a female one that if they're wearing a suit like this, they would look like this. That is a, you know what? That is poorly, it looks like it's sticking out on purpose. Crotches up here, slap on, add on, long arms. The arms are still coming down long on the legs, like on the thigh. It would be even further down, like I said, if they didn't have all of the silicone additions onto the thigh, because then it wouldn't take up that space. The arm would be able to lay flat against the body. And the eyes are very deeply set right there. And they look slit. They look like there's nothing, there's no iris there. Yeah. Yeah, you're an effing reptilian for sure. Wow. Wow. Okay, I have a disruption, so I'm going to have to deal with that, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. And what did we see here? We saw the deep set eyes, the, like, people will say my bloodline is reptilian. And whenever they said they were an effing reptilian, because I'm the 14th granddaughter of Henry VIII, okay? Like, I'm, and then my sister's Rh negative, which means is that blood, the double the recessive gene that causes the Rh negative has to be carried by both parents. So it's likely that my mom is bloodline as well, but she hasn't traced her lineage. So, with that being said, I know y'all have heard of the reptilian bloodline. Like, you know, the presidents that I'm related to all of them and stuff. But I can't really compare that either because all of them are cloned out just like this. But I've seen images of people on the masses that I'm related to that had anomalies and stuff in their eye before they were cloned out because it looks different after they're cloned. So they come out and they're like, I'm a effing reptilian. But it's like, no, you're not. You're just a demon in a flesh suit. Let's look at it again. See that? It's a demon in a flesh suit. They are dead and gone. It's like the transvestigation part goes by the wayside when you see something like this. Look at this. There was something here. There was like a ledge here, and they started coming up from the under the ledge, and then you get this. Now, you zoom in maximum. Okay? First off, like, I don't know. I've never seen somebody with blue contacts have their eyes look like that. That looks like a shocking sort of blue that, I mean, somebody could say it's contacts. What I think is that they are shifting their eyes on command. Look at this. It's a demon staring at you. You see this? Okay. Let me make sure that I'm not leaving anything out of this. Do you see how the skin doesn't have any pores? Look how close I can go. Because it's plastic. It's some sort of latex, silicone. I don't know what it is. But it's not human. Okay? No pores. Fake looking ear. Another sign of clones is that the ear, a lot of times, will be a different shade than the rest. And look at this. Look at the skin tone here. Okay? The skin tone is like this. Why is the ear wider than my ear? Busted. If you weren't busted enough by this already. Look at that. The real person, the real Doja Cat would never make an expression like this. That's impossible. It's a demonic spirit. That's it. With plastic skin and synthetic ears. And just, I mean, it speaks for itself. Who looks like this? What human being looks like this? And the skin also looks kind of shiny, which it'll have no pores. It'll be too clear, which I did an extreme zoom. Okay, extreme. Look, no matter how far I go in. Whoa, whoa, scary. Whew. I got a cold chill. I've gotten a cold chill several times while looking at photos of this entity in this synthetic suit. But no. If you need help to understand how this is a clone, then you're not going to get it if you don't get it right here. But there's more. This is right before they came. This is like a second earlier or whatever. But the expression is just ridiculous. They're mocking the masses like this. They come out like this at the end of their video. They are mocking everybody. It's a creepy, wild, brazen demon that's inside this flesh suit using the info on the chip. That's... Oh. Okay. And then this... Okay, see this here above? That's the same suit. Same earrings, same moment. Now let's look closer. Oh, yeah. And then their teeth are suddenly messed up. You notice that? The teeth were not like this. But I already showed you the jagged teeth. It's like me and my daughters or people from my family line. Okay, first off, I love Jesus. So does Daisy. Lexi used to, but now she kind of like believes in, she's like agnostic at this point. But she had something terrible happen to her in the past, and so it's like, I hope all of y'all will help me by praying for Lexi, because she thinks, how could something like this have happened to me back then if there's a God, you know? And I would have taken the culprit out of this world at that point. like 8 years ago if I would have known what was happening, but she didn't say anything until recently. So I digress. But the point I was getting at is that me and my family do not have things that look like this. Even, okay, if you haven't seen it, watch the video with my daughter. It's called Pupil Anomalies. Like, how do you tell the difference between just a simple bloodline person and a cloned or a replaced person? And if you watch that one of her, it's like her pupil, well, it flickered into a slit. Like it was like literally maybe a millisecond. Okay? This person can do this, and they can hold this for a whole video. Okay? They can hold this for an entire video. And I got photos for that too. Okay. Here's a really good image of a man back with, I mean, I would say a Brazilian butt lift, like a BBL, but this is a clone. So they give BBLs to clones, to robotoid synthetics. And one thing is, I'll tell you right now, I don't know how to tell the difference between an organic robotoid and a synthetic yet. I've heard and I've seen people say that a synthetic, that their eye, they'll be blinking extremely fast. So this creature right here wasn't doing that. So it's probably an organic robotoid. But look at this man back. Extremely wide shoulders. Flat. There's no female curve in there. That's a wide T-shaped man with a fake ass. Okay? And they just look so robotic in their movements. Excuse me. And also in this video, I found something. And it's really sad. And I'm going to get to that. But they're mocking this demon in this suit here. And if I had a clearer picture, there might even be like a demonic, like a demon manifesting in the hair, because they like to do that. Oh. Huh? Is that a nose and lips and a forehead? Maybe that's one there. Wow. I didn't think I was going to find it on, like, just, wow. See all the cords? They're strapped in all these cords, and they're acting like it means the internet. But it doesn't just mean that. It means like an organic robotoid, you know? A robotoid. A robot. And they're sending a message in this video, believe it or not. Okay. Hope you said your prayers, y'all. This is creepy, okay? She's laying here. I'm going to say she. Okay, we already have established that it was a dude when it was alive. But this is not alive, okay? This is a demon. They've been murdered, okay? And it makes me really sad because it made me think about Brittany and when I made that video, and oh, I gotta hold it together, okay? Okay. See how they're plugged into all these cords? It's all over the head. It's everywhere. This is symbolism that you'll see all over the place with musical artists that have been cloned and replaced. Their skin tone is too dark. The real Doja Cat was lighter than this. This is not their skin tone. It's like they can try to duplicate a person, but they can't get it right. And look at the skin. Once again. Like the nares, the nasal, like the nostrils, they look off a little bit. They messed up. Look at the eyes. Slit, slit, and it's just the whole iris and the pupil is all black together with a slit in it. And the expression behind the eyes is of a demon. They use, okay, I'm going to hold on this and get to this. This is hard. This is hard to do. It's like, no wonder I've been having a panic attack all day. Okay, let's get over here. I don't want to get it out of focus. Okay. Here we are. There's something weird on the tongue in there. Look at how the mouth is twisted. They are shape-shifting. That's a demon, okay? This is not... It's like a reptilian. I don't know. Like, I feel like me and my family line are a real reptilian. And no, we don't turn into a... I don't turn... Neither me, my kids... We do not turn into a lizard. We do not shape shift and have our mouth come out twisted. We do not have our teeth become jagged. We do not look like demonic in the eyes. And if you wonder what the difference is, look at my YouTube profile picture. If you have a computer, pull it up on your computer and look at it. That's what a real... This is just a demon in a flesh suit. It's like, I don't like to call myself a reptilian because people have a preconceived idea of what that means. That means that you are a shapeshifter and you turn into a lizard. If somebody's turning into a lizard, then they are an effing demon in a flesh suit, just like this. This is not... Whew. Man, this is hard to... It's hard to even look at. Let's see how they're plugged into all the wires. Right here. And then also, this demon is mocking the victim. They're mocking the dead in a suit made out of the dead's DNA. Doesn't that bother y'all? Let me know in the comments, please. Messed up Nair. It's just a flawed clone, but you can see look at the bumps on the tongue. This happened to Beyonce clone too. Ooh, wow. Holy crap. That's scary. Man. I told y'all it was going to be scary. Bumps on the tongue. The lips all effed up. I don't want to look at this anymore. It makes me uncomfortable. This is the real person, okay? There. And yeah, they have big teeth. Their canine is pointy. But this is not a clone. I watched this whole video. If you want to look it up, it's Doja Cat reacts to people, like college kids reacting to Doja Cat, okay? See the real skin tone? See the real color that they were? And I wouldn't care if the real Doja Cat had gone out to the beach or like went out and got a tan, got a little darker. That's not the case. That's the real person. Now, you seen the real person there? Their teeth are not like that. They're not all jacked up. All they have is a pointy canine, which, I mean, the canine usually is pointy anyways. Look at this again now. See this? Can you tell that it's cloned? Can you tell that it's not real? It's not them? I would think it would be the most obvious thing in the world. This stuff is making me sick to my stomach. This is difficult. And then I had somebody come in the comments and they called me a Satanist and a disinfo channel that I'm trying to distract from their channel. And this is a channel that's never had any attention in the first place. Like, I've been under attack from YouTube. It's like I had, okay, this morning I thought it was over 100 comments, but it may have been like, if I don't want to exaggerate, but a solid 75 comments. And it's like I kept watching the sub count rise, and then they'd bump it down to like 10 below what it was, and then up and then down. This is what they don't want. This is what they don't want me to show you. Okay? This is in the same video. It's the video for cyber sex. That is a demon. And if you can't tell, then I can't help you. It looks nothing like the original person. It's a demon. Here's the original person, okay? They have some spunk and some life behind their eyes. And they were hilarious. They're funny. This over here is not funny. This is not funny at all. This is demonic, okay? Doja Cat was born a boy. And, I mean, from what we saw in that bodysuit earlier, they're probably going to keep the clone version like the living version would have been, so they weren't given a gender reassignment. They just had either estrogen boobs or a boob job. Okay, here's the real one, okay? There's the real one. The teeth are not effed up. You saw how jagged the teeth were, okay? On that other photo of that demon that had blue eyes for that moment. That was the real one, okay? Now let's look at this. On Tamara's channel, the first time I seen this, and they said, you look at me like I'm ill. Yeah, bitch, I'm a fucking reptilian. And I guess a true reptilian. I'm not a true reptilian. I just come from the bloodline. And I have the anomalies. People try to call, like, my family a seed of Cain or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. What I just feel kind of in my spirit, because I've asked God, like, what is this? Why do me and my kids have this? Why do bloodline people have this? And what I seem to think, what I feel, is that it is just that a fallen angel had mated with a human, and then they had kids all the way down. And so it's a diluted gene from a fallen angel. That's what I believe. And that's unpleasant, but I'm not possessed. I'm not a demon in a flesh suit. This is a really shittily made flesh suit. I'm sorry, I'm starting to get mad looking at this stuff. It's triggering me. Okay. Flawed clone. Look at this. Look. Or it's shape-shifting. Because a demon in one of these clone bodies. Also, these clone bodies, they'll never come out twice the same exact way. They'll be flawed somehow. Whether it be the septum of the nose messed up. Look at the nares. Look at the nostril there. And this one here. Look at how it is. It's like up here, down here. They have no pores, okay? Once again, plastic. Okay. I like that outfit. But no, this is a demon here. When I saw this, because Tamara said, like, these days, reptilians will even tell you, they'll tell you who they are. They'll straight up tell you. And this did. Because it's a demon. Okay, and then they said, this is when they said, bitch, I'm a fucking reptilian, okay? And people were, in the comments, they were like, oh, wow, how cool. Cool editing. They made her eyes look like a cat. It's like, are we serious here? No. If a demon can cause these magicians and stuff to levitate, in front of people. Like these magicians are not doing nothing on their own. They use demons, okay? So if they can levitate somebody and go against the laws of physics, then why couldn't they make their eyes shift on cue, like whenever they wanted to? Just like whenever you want to take a step or to sit down or stand up, you choose to do that. Why couldn't they do this? And that's what they did. I'm just telling you. And then people said that photo at the top right here, how cool. They made him turn like a cat. Well, then why were they like this the whole video? Look at this, okay? Ooh. I just got a cold chill. This is unpleasant. It's really unpleasant. Demon. Ooh. And this song was really vicious. Like that song, I noticed that song Savage is below that. Look at this. That is savage. That's a savage. That's a really mean, hateful demon there. That's why this song was so harsh. And it was. This is what you're dealing with. It's a demon in a flawed flesh suit. Because Satan cannot duplicate. He can't create. God can create. Satan can only mimic. Okay? And this is what you get. This is what you get. Lord have mercy. This is hard to get through. Okay. Okay, Savage, right? So we have Iggy. What is that? Nikki? Yeah, Nikki. Megan, the male horse. They have, I don't know who that is. What, Beyonce? And Doja, clone, and Cardi. Okay, why are all of these characters so savage? And if you're watching my channel, you probably already know the answer. It's because they're all men. They're all men. Men in drag. Not just that, but they've been killed and replaced. They're all cloned demons inside of a flesh suit made from a man's DNA that had been inverted, likely from birth. Some of them may start transitioning later, but most of these from birth. Oh gosh, the WAP. One of my friends, like the one that actually inspired me to get into the truth movement, the reason I started following truth, he had texted me, I can't even think right. It's so funny. Now my daughter's like opening the door upstairs looking at me, but no. Okay. This stands for wet, and then ASS, and then the P word, right? And then he said, what if they're just telling us in plain sight? It's an ass P word. Because that's what they do. That's what they would do with a gender reassignment. It's an ass P. I didn't come up with that. He did. But, yeah, he's one of my truth heroes that I look up to. Big time. Okay. Let's carry on here. Wow, okay. We got a T-shaped shoulders, collarbone blazing, long humerus bone, prominent cheekbone, deep set eyes, man in a drag, but it's a demon in a flesh suit because that is a clone there. This whole video was a clone. It's just a demon. And they will have a man, like they call them Doja cat. Cat is to make you think of the P word, to try to mentally, like, I don't know, brainwash you into believing it's a female. And it's no female. Never a female. We already saw that in the I can't believe they put them in a spandex bodysuit with a package tucked there, performing on stage like that. That was wild. Oh, man. This is difficult. There's a demon. That is a clone. This looks nothing like the original person, y'all. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, it looks like a drag face, but it's a demon. And look, the teeth are getting effed up again. Those teeth, is like the teeth start shifting. I can't even say that's a male gaze. That's a demonic gaze. It's obviously a male demon. And it's really evil and aggressive. Oh, man. I went over this one yesterday. Big hands. Demonic. Look in the eyes. That's from the rules video, remember? In which they stayed with slit pupils the whole video. Minus a few seconds. They may have gone circular. But people are like, that's so cool. They made their pupils shift on cue like a cat. No. It's like a serpent. Like the serpent in the garden. That's what it's like. It's a demon doing that. Yeah, you're a reptilian for sure. Like I said earlier. Then, here we go. This is the cybersex video here. They got this tunnel, this tube here, okay? And then Doja clone here is, it's like they're working in a laboratory setting. So they're in a lab coat. And then out from this tube comes this robot. It's like they're all silver. If you thought of like an old school type of robot, they'd be silver. It's a robot, okay? Cloning symbolism, okay? All day. It's a robot. A robotoid. That's what reference they're trying to give. It's coming out of a little tunnel thing that looks like one of those tubes in the cloning lab that they grow the duplicates in. Oh gosh. I'm getting to that part. Okay. No, right here, they're connected. This is cloning symbolism. Just like in the Rap God video. And then Eminem, that's another one of my family members that they killed. And then they're in the lyrics, they're talking about to rap like a robot must be in my genes. Like, just call me Rap Bot, okay? That's another one. Bit the dust. And I want to do a video about breaking down that for Eminem, for his memory's sake, because he's another one of my fam that's been murdered, like this person who was really funny. Why didn't they just leave? I'll call it her, just because out of respect for the dead. Why wouldn't they just leave her alone? It's like, yeah, you could tell it's a man, but they were fun. They were a funny man. They do this, and right at this time, they're saying, "What a time! What a time to be alive!" That's mocking. That's mockery. Okay, what a time to be alive. Look at the plug on their neck, wires all over their head. They're plugged in all over their body, and this is what you get. That's what you get. Okay? Ooh. Ooh. Shape-shifting. You see the shape-shifted teeth? Cloning, okay, cloning. See the teeth? Can you see it? They're jagged and crazy. Demonic gaze. What a time to be alive, right? It's mockery. I rebuke you, demon. Mocking the dead. Using a suit made from their DNA. I rebuke you. In the name of Jesus Christ. God, this makes me sick. Okay. In the cybersex video, okay, they were wearing a necklace and it had letters on it, okay? And it just flashed by so quickly. And I looked all over. I spent like an hour and a half looking to try to find what did this say. And it's OKE and then me. Oak. Okay? So I saw this at first, so I thought I have to find out what that says. Because just like Britney made that song and they took it up to the they took it, it's like the clone of Britney made a song that they wanted to share with everybody how they had been murdered and cloned, okay? So they didn't use their record label team. They recorded a song on the down low, like in secret, and they brought it to the local radio station and they played it once, and then it's like they shut it. I think they shut it off before it even got to finish. They never played it again. Now Mona Lisa is about like she's been cloned, you know. She wants you to know she's been cloned. Okay? They wouldn't do this is by design. And it's oak, something oak me, okay? Now I found the rest, okay? BR, okay? And the rest, I took a photo of this photo, but I could see it clear when I took it. But it's a B, if you can see the B there, R. Broke me. Like, they broke her. He, she. They broke them. They murdered them. And now they're crying out for help like this because they have to live in a synthetic body. Their consciousness, though, their soul can't go where it's supposed to go. Their soul is like in a dark place where it can't even, if they were going to go to hell, they can't even go there. Their hell becomes living in a flesh suit like this. Broke me. That's what it says. It says broke me. They broke her. So if the pupils just happened to have shifted while they were having their eyes look like a cat, then why, let's look at that, is when they're saying everybody's jealous and they say, they're like, bitch, look, that's a demon there. That's why it's so vicious. It's an angry one too. It's an angry one. And I knew that was a clone, a robotoid, indwelled by a demon, and it's a strong one. That's why that song is like that. The original Doja Cat would have never made a song like that. Okay. Here, this is vulgar lyrics, okay? Look right here, okay? You ain't getting P word, okay? You effing an AI. And in that video, they were talking about, the video was about them on a cybersex website or something. But they're telling them right there, you ain't getting this. You dealing with an AI. An AI is a demon, okay? They're telling you right there. It's an AI. What a time to be alive. That's mockery. Living in the future. What do they give us about the future? Transhumanism. Like people putting their consciousness on a chip, try to live forever. Living in the future, or like Terminator, how that was set a long time ago when it came out. It's set in the future. Living in the future. On my hotline, like the airwaves, the devil, Satan, Lucifer, is the prince of the power of the air. So they're telling you right here, you ain't getting this. You are effing with an AI, which is a demon. What a time to be alive. Like I said already, mockery. It's mockery. They're mocking. A demon is mocking Doja Cat, who was murdered. And this was hard to get through. I hope all of y'all said a prayer before you watched this. And I hope you all have a blessed night. Thank you for watching.